You're driving home after a long day. Traffic's heavy, your mind's tired, and then you see it on this big glowing sign. Crash ahead, right 2 lanes closed. Car slow, lanes start merging, traffic starts reacting, almost automatically. But that message didn't just appear, it traveled through one of the most advanced communication systems built into our roadways. And most people never stop to think about it, until now. Welcome back, I'm Marquis. This is Tech That Moves Us, where we focus on technologies that help us move from point A to point B on our roads, in our cities, and through our different transportation networks. And today, we're pulling back on one of the most powerful tools on our roadway, and it goes by many names. Variable message signs, or VMS, changeable message signs, or CMS, or dynamic message signs, DMS. But behind those glowing words, there is a huge layer of technology, history, and innovation that most people never see. But we're going to discuss it. Let's take a little journey back into history and rewind to talk about what DMSs were before LEDs. In the early 1930s and 40s, some roadways experimented with neon lighting. You know, the lighting that you would see in hotels and motels or old school Vegas? They didn't change dynamically like today's system, but they introduced a powerful idea, a sign that could grab a driver's attention in fog, night, or some severe weather. At night, those glowing letters could cut through the darkness in ways that metal painted signs never could. It was one of the most early signs that roadways needed light and not just paint to communicate. Then in the 1950s to the 1970s, the first truly dynamic message sign came about. It was the rotary drum sign. These used giant rotating cylinders inside of a sign housing. Each drum had pre-printed messages or symbols, and when traffic conditions changed, the drum physically rotated to show a different message. They were mechanical, they were loud, and they were limited, but they were revolutionary. But for the first time, transportation agencies could change messages without changing the sign itself. And that paved the way for the next major leap in this innovation. As we roll into the 70s and 80s, agencies started to use mechanically flipped signs. You know, the signs that used to go click-click-clack when the message changes? They had a very distinct sound that you could absolutely remember. They were crude by today's standards, but they were game-changing at the time. By the 1990s, LED technology changed everything. Signs became brighter, more visible in sunlight, more energy efficient, and easier to maintain. And instead of a few preset messages, they could display anything the software allowed. That's when DMS evolved from experimental technology to a critical part of our roadway infrastructure. And today, those rotary drums, those neon signs, those mechanical flip displays have evolved into high-resolution LED systems, controlled by software, communicated through fiber networks, fed by sensors and traffic analytics, and integrated with smart platforms. Every modern DMS still carries this DNA from those neon signs from the past. They're connected to traffic cameras, weather systems, vehicle detectors, traffic management centers, and fiber networks. DMS has evolved from a roadside gadget to critical infrastructure. Now we talked about the history, let's figure out, what are DMSs today? Well, modern dynamic message signs are pretty much industrial computers mounted over live traffic. Inside each one of these DMSs contains several components that include a controller, redundant power sources, encrypted communication hardware, cooling systems, surge and lightning protection, and health monitoring systems. Some are connected through fiber, some are connected through wireless point-to-point systems, and others are connected through cellular data such as 4G, LTE, or 5G. Each of these signs is constantly sending reports out to the TMCs that include the temperature, the voltage, the communication health, and LED performance. The operators can check the sign status from miles away without ever going on site. And although we've been talking about these massive overhead signs that you typically see over a roadway or mounted on the side of the roadway, there's probably another type of sign you see all the time. And there are portable changeable message signs, or portable DMSs. You've seen them in areas like construction zones, road maintenance projects, special events. So these trailer mounted signs are powered by solar power and battery backup and can be transported to where they're needed instantly. These portable DMSs are incredibly important. They allow agencies to put up these message signs instantly without any permanent infrastructure. A crash happens, they roll out a mobile DMS. A festival or a special event causes a street closure, Install a portable DMS. Work zones changing traffic patterns? Again, install a portable DMS. They're like rapid responses for messaging units in transportation. Some even connect directly into the TMCs and get updated remotely. Many people think that operators sit there and type in messages manually. Well, sometimes they do, but most of the time, all those signs receive those messages automatically. These signs take the data that comes into the TMC from the different devices, such as traffic sensors, speed detectors, Bluetooth readers, weather radars, weather stations, tolling systems, connected vehicle technology, and the list just goes on and on. So when that traffic backs up that you're sitting in, algorithms detect it, operators confirm it, and the messages go up. There's another DMS that most drivers pay attention to and don't realize how complex it is. It's those toll rate DMSs. You know, the ones that change, especially in managed lane conditions, when the price goes up or down under dynamic conditions. Some think those prices are random, and sometimes they are. However, when you move into that dynamic pricing space, that's when things get a little bit more complicated. It uses different data points to analyze how to put those prices up, which includes traffic density, flow rate, speed reliability, lane demand, and also just to break down threshold limits. If these manage express lanes, the price can increase to maintain the same speed and reliability. And there's another type of DMS called lane use DMSs. You know, the ones that show the green arrows, the red X, the merge symbols, the shoulder lane openings, the reverse lane direction. Sometimes it shows the highway indication on there. Instead of cones and concrete, cities are using lights and software to manage these lanes, all driven by real-time conditions. And many people think, okay, we have smartphones and connected vehicles. Why are these DMSs still important in this smartphone world we live in? That's a great question, because when cell phone networks fail, storm hits, evacuations happen, and the power grids get stressed, DMS signs will still operate as part of a hard network to survive all of those events. They don't depend on apps, they depend on systems built for emergencies, and that's when reliability matters. So we covered the past, we're in the present. Let's talk about the future of these DMS signs and what that looks like. The next generation of these dynamic signs, well, they're gonna integrate into our vehicles. Not just flashing text, but communicating through V2X networks. Your car just won't read the sign, your sign will talk to your car, sharing different data points such as speed guidance, lane status, hazard warnings, toll rates, toll predictions, and incident alerts, all before you ever see that glowing sign in your window. So the next time you pass one, whether it's a massive overhead sign, a roadside board, like a portable message sign we discussed, just remember, it's not just a sign. It's a part of an intelligent communication network built over decades, guiding millions of passengers safely every day. Now that we have uncovered the hidden tech behind our highway messaging that you see on our roads, let me know in the comments below, what memorable message have you seen on those signs? And I'll see you on the next episode as we continue to uncover the tech that moves us.